Hey gang, this video isn't for transsexuals who refuse to wear wigs. This video isn't for trans women who call all of us that strive to look our most feminine once or twice a week fake women. This video isn't for the trans gatekeepers who want to tell us anything at all, because there's only like 3 of you. This video is for any woman who for any reason would like to change her hairstyle and wants to do it with a wig. Gang, I want to introduce you once again to Rori Scheffler, owner of Transformations by Rori, and we are here today to try on some wigs and try to see if we can get a better look for this old gal. And she's the one that's going to do it. If anybody, it's going to be her. You got to have a good stylist, and you got to have someone that's going to work with you and not try to sell you the first thing on the shelf. All right, so let's get ready to rumble. Okay, we're going to try on some wigs.
Yay!
So before we get to trying on the wigs, I want to talk a little bit about how to choose a wig. Now, you might be surprised to find that every wig that you think is going to look great on you ends up not looking so good, or you may be pleasantly surprised to find a wig that you had no idea would look well at all, but a good wig stylist thought that it might fit your face well, and they put it on you and it just blew you away, and now you own 6 of them in all different colors. For those of you who don't have a lot of experience with wigs, the first thing you're going to want to do is measure your head. Okay? And you're going to want to take a tape measure, like a soft tape measure, if you will, like a fabric tape measure, and you're going to want to wrap it right around your hairline, okay? Right around, all the way around your hairline, behind your ears, around your scalp, and it's gonna run on your hairline, okay, on an angle with your hairline, and that circumference measurement is going to determine the size of wig cap that you're going to need. Now, there's different sizes, obviously, for wig caps like there are for clothing, any other clothing. Petite is a smaller one, medium and large, and there might even be an extra large. Your wig shops or wig sizing scales will tell you that extra large is probably anything that's over a 21-inch circumference. And then you got down to like maybe a 19.5-inch circumference is a pretty small head. The wigs have adjusting straps, so sometimes if you were to measure a large size head, a medium wig could fit, okay, with the adjustable straps that are on it. There's different wig caps that the wigs are built around, and that can also determine the price, the cost, and the durability of the wig. So these are all certain things that you're going to want to consider when you're getting ready to, purchase a wig. There's different wig caps that the wigs are built on, and they will give you and afford you a different look, and also control possibly the durability of the wig. There's classic wig caps. There's a monofilament wig cap, which is a more transparent cap, and it can look like hair. There's hand-tied wig caps, which are just what it sounds like. There's lace front wig caps that look like you have the hair growing right here out of your hairline. They're really, really neat. I'm wearing one today. I'm not going to do a close-up right now, maybe later, but they give you that hairline, and you can see what looks like a little bit of scalp. Makes it look very realistic. They don't necessarily cost more, but they are usually a better quality wig, so they could cost a little bit more. So today, with Rori's help, we're going to talk about cleaning the wigs, storing the wigs, even putting them on properly, the proper combs and brushes that you can use for styling the wigs, and maybe what colors might look best on different complexions, and we got some different girls here today. I'd like to introduce Karen McAllister. She's going to be one of our wig models. Come on, Karen. She's a really good friend of mine, and we're going to help, because our faces, as beautiful as we both may be, our faces aren't the same. So one wig shape is going to look better on her than it does on me. Just the way it is. It was hard for me to deal with. It took a lot of soul searching and months of therapy, but I just can't wear certain wigs. just how it works. All right, so we're gonna get right down to that. So I want, in case you haven't met my great friend Rori Scheffler from Transformations by Rori here in Arlington Heights. This is my wig stylist today, and she's welcomed us into her store to make some of these great videos and play with this hair. And now I have this, I haven't shared this with my subscribers up until now, but I have a scalp or a wig cap dysphoria to where I cannot see myself in a wig cap. I mean, it's just frightening to me, and it drives me crazy to see myself without my wig on my head. So no one's gonna get to see that today, including me. So I just fell in love with this wig, and Rori was very nice to let me try it on, and I just thought this is the wig for me. It's going to take me into the next 1,000 subscribers, and so I can't wait to see what it looks like. What do you guys think?
I haven't brushed it though. I can't style it without seeing it. Yeah, well, it's got to be on your head when you never know what a wig is going to look like until it's on someone's head, and it should be styled on the person's head, not on a wig stand, because
this makes perfect sense.
This gives you some of the same tones in your curly wig with a little bit more auburn, which is really pretty and warm with some other colors that you might wear. It's got a soft curl as opposed to a tight curl, and you can carry off either one. Many people cannot carry off a curly wig. It just looks like little orphan Annie, but it suits your personality, your vivaciousness, and is perfect for you. And this one is fun for a change.
Okay, I think the cap might be getting tighter. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I'm speechless now. You can't throw all these compliments at me. I'm dying to know what it looks like, though. I mean, all you girls out there that are watching the video are trying to tell me how good it looks, and I have no idea. So I have to try to find a mirror. I wonder if there's a mirror around here anywhere. Can I turn and look at myself in the mirror? Oh my gosh!
Looks good.
You made my face smaller.
There are a couple issues here. Number one, it gives you width across your eyes, which is terrific, and it dents a little bit under that beautiful jawline and neckline that you have. And it's sassy. If you shake your head, I know you never say no, but it looks just like hair.
I could wear this to the office.
Yes, and it could also give you a very sophisticated look if you wanted.
She does this to me every time. Now I'm going to be buying a wig.
We'd like to introduce you to Olivia, who is my right hand at the store, part of our wonderful staff here. And you can tell just from this wonderful face that she is the epitome of perfection and style and grace. And people marvel at her hair. Our ladies that come in just want to look like Olivia. And she is wearing one of the lace front wigs. I don't know if you can get close there, and I'm not going to mess her hairspray there. But she styles it so beautifully. And these are all hand-tied invisible mesh, so that it looks like the hair follicle is just right there growing out of your head.
Lace fronts are wonderful wigs, and once you have a lace front, it's really hard to go back to a regular one, unless you wear bangs. If you wear bangs all the time, then there's no issue. Don't spend the extra money on a lace front. But like I showed you on my own, it really projects and it resembles a natural hairline. And this wig will do it too. Now it may not show as well on the styrofoam head, but on a flush tone, it really appears to be very natural. And everyone who tries them, they're marveled at them. Years ago, these were primarily for Hollywood, and the cost came down and the wig manufacturers started putting them out. But if you look at some of the actors or actresses on television or in a movie who you know may have a receding hairline or no hairline at all, you can kind of tell once you've experienced the lace front. If you look real close, you may be able to determine that it is a lace front wig. But the ones in Hollywood, originally, thousands and thousands of dollars. Today, you can get into a lace front at the store here for right around $150. So it's a great way to treat yourself.
And this is one of those wonderful rooted wigs, a color that we don't see you in. Damn hot.
No. There's a phenomenon that can occur when you're trying on wigs, and it's, I didn't know what it was until a few weeks ago when my girlfriend Olivia told me, explained it to me. It's called wig shock. Okay. Someone puts a wig, you put a wig on you that isn't your regular style, isn't your regular color, you put it on and you immediately want to take it off and throw it and run screaming and get some pest repellent and spray on it and whatnot. But this can be referred to as wig shock, to where it just completely turns you off. So give your wig a chance. Now I'm not telling you to buy it and take it home, but don't. If your stylist is telling you that it does look good, if she's pointing out how it accentuates certain features that you may have, don't take it off. Get used to it, wear it around for 5-10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and get a feel for it and look at yourself. Walk away from the mirror for a while, come back to the mirror, if you can. Now, if you don't have that opportunity, if you're in a store that doesn't afford you that opportunity, then you don't need to be spending money there, okay? You want to go to a store that's going to take care of you, it's going to work with you, okay? Now oh my God, I'm starting to like this. Oh, we could be sisters.
That is very sassy.
How do you know if your wig is right on your scalp, okay? Now, my presentation is to try and look like what I think a woman should look like, okay? So I have padded my body, as you all know, you've seen my videos. I've padded my body. I wear clothes that try to, make my shoulders seem a little narrower and my hips seem a little broader, and try to give that, not necessarily a Barbie look, but just a feminine shape to my whole body. And my thing has always been, and Rori and I argue about this, we'll be arguing about it tonight, is that men have 4 heads, okay, and women have 3 heads, in my opinion. So if I take 3 of my fingers and I put them above my eyebrow, that's where I want my hairline to be. Now, we know that we're all different and that there's women out there with 5 heads, okay? But when Rachel's not wearing a wig, she's got like a 7 head, okay? So she's not gonna follow her natural hairline with her wig. There wouldn't be much point in wearing a wig. So, for me, it's comfortable when I look at myself in the mirror and I've adjusted my hairline and my wig to be about 3 fingers above my eyebrows. It works for me, and I could go higher. I could go up. Now I'm at 3.5 fingers. I could still get away with that, but you might, depending on how big your face is, how long your face is, you might be able to do 4 fingers. Might be able to do more, but it's something to think about. And I'll turn this over to Rori.
The biggest mistake that many cross-dressers make is that they wear the wig down too far on their forehead. Our hair doesn't grow out of the center of our forehead, and it changes the proportion of your face. It makes your face look twice as round, and it's a dead giveaway that you're wearing a wig. Rachel's right though, cancer patients that come in don't have a hairline anymore, but they know where their hairline was and what feels right on their head. And you want to go by sensory so that your wig is balanced. Everyone's head is a different shape. Reach the corners, jiggle them so they're even here. Sometimes my little 80-year-olds come in with the wigs all askew, and I always tell them to reach for the corners and make them balanced, and then pull down the back and just let it settle on your head, and it'll feel like your hair.
I love a wig cap that has a pronounced temple area, if you will, and the corners that she's talking about. And I like to bring them down and get them. If that wig is too small for me, I'm not going to be able to get them down and get them into the indentation where my temple is. Mm-hmm. Okay, and if I can do that, and that's where they're at right now. These are the edges of the wig. It makes me feel more comfortable. And it just seems to stay on. It's not going to come off. There's ways you can fasten the wig to your hair. You can get up in there with bobby pins and safety pins and pin it to your hair. You can, drag queens, some of them will glue their wigs with spirit gum and whatnot around to, and that's actually part of their performance, to show the judges that they may be performing for how well their hair is attached, as if it was real.
Many of our girls feel like they missed an entire part of their growing up femme, and their ideal hairstyle is the bangs and the long tresses that they would have liked to have had when they were 13 or 14 years old. So many of the girls come in and they think that they want to experience that kind of hair, and they want to feel hair moving on their neck. Karen's wearing a lace front that is very flattering on her face. It's got lots of layers, just soft waves. It looks like she spent a fortune at the hairdresser to have those highlights put in. She took a soft curling iron, and although not on this wig, and gently did some waves, and it's a very feminine, wonderful, classy look. But we're gonna try one that's bangs and straight and see the difference in how it looks on her. You wanna take that one off. And while she's doing that, our wigs are ventilated, they're sewn so that they breathe, they're comfortable, they're 3-way stretch elastic so they fit on a lot of heads. And then Rachel was talking about the adjusters in the back. You can move these in every ½ inch and adjust it to suit your head. We turn them inside out so we don't get the bangs caught. It allows me to see where the edge of the wig is, where her hairline is, like this. And then I just stretch the back, and it's a perfect fit. And we do the Farrah Fawcett throw and reach the ear tabs. And this one has a part that's slightly off center. I'm going to pull it back a little bit further than where it belongs, because we trim the bangs when they need to be trimmed. But just so you can see, I'm going to pull it back a little bit. If someone has a long, narrow face, this kind of wig just accentuates the length of the face and doesn't have enough flirt capability, is what I call it, with layering and flattering. Pretty, and we're going to keep her in shades of blonde because she's got some highlights there. This is more of an ash blonde. On some people this would wash out their skin tone, but she's got nice pink lipstick and a little pinker blush here, so it works with her coloring today. So that's option 1. You want to turn around and take a peek? Do that. It kind of accentuates, things that you don't want to see at the jawline. So it wouldn't be one that I would recommend, but it fulfills that feeling of having long hair. Okay, let's try another one. The other request that we hear often is girls want voluptuous, long, flowing curls. So I'm going to grab Doreen, and now you can be a rock star, you can be a country western star, you just get your guitar. But it's a luscious wig for someone that wants this kind of look. Again, turn it inside out, line it up, stretch. Mama, you got hair, whoa! On longer wigs, we use a wider pin brush because it grabs more hair. It will soften the curl and brush the curls through too. Sometimes on curly wigs you use a pick instead of a brush like this. And the hair is down to here. How's she look in the screen? Yay? Okay, there you go.
Let's do wig
Not
shot.
you. It's not your personality. Suiting your personality is equally as important as suiting your face structure and how you dress. If you like club wear, if you like fetish wear, you can get away with a different kind of look. This is definitely not a 40-year-old going to the mall for shopping on a Saturday afternoon. It kind of is very noticeable and screams out fake hair, even though it's a really good quality wig.
Wig care instructions for your nice wig that you bought at Transformations by Rori's. Gently brush out any teasing or tangles. Remove any hummus or dip or lobster or anything from the party that you had the night before that you might have fallen asleep in. Fill the basin with cool water and add a dash of mild or wig shampoo. I prefer wig shampoo. I'm sure you can find it online, and of course you can get it here at Transformations by Rori's. All you guys got to do is contact her, and we're going to be putting her contact information at the end of the video. Now let your wig soak in this cool water for 3 to 5 minutes, and then swish it gently. Rinse wig thoroughly in the cool water from the faucet, and then shake it lightly, very lightly, and let it drip dry at room temperature. Now for some of us who may have to hide our wigs, this is going to pose a challenge to you, so you may have to find, a place where you can, let this thing hang and dry for a while. I'm hoping that you'll be able to do that. Spray lightly with wig lusterizer for shine if needed, and they call that wig lusterizer. And we're actually going to give you a shot of these instructions at the end of the video so you can read them. Gently brush, no setting should be necessary, and curls will come back into shape. Now, for some wigs, they can be curled with a curling iron, and that wig will tell you on the label if it is heat resistant or not, or if it can be curled. So not all can be. Don't try it on any wig. So just a little, here it says, avoid excessive heat. Do not use hair dryer, curling irons, electric rollers, friction with some fabrics underneath. The long wigs may cause frizzing. And never brush or comb your wig when it is wet. Love and peace all, and let's just try to accept one another for who we are.